corrected by the experts. That's just the thought off the top of my head. In which case, you might end up having to repaint the pre-painted Eduard part. Regardless of that, you have got the actual instruments themselves are very well moulded, are very well printed. So even if you have to paint the top instrument panel, as it were, the instrument panel etch underlying should be just fine to use as it is. Another etch set here, which contains things like meshes for the radiator baths and that sort of thing. Some pulleys and chain pulleys. I'd be lying if I said I knew what they're for. I think they're probably part of the engine or possibly the interior. I don't know. I'll have to look at the instructions. I'll get back to you on that one. So there you've got 2 sheets of etched, a set of kabuki tape masks. For the looking at it, it's purely for the canopy, as far as I can tell. There's no wheel hub masks or anything like that. That they have been die cut. You would like to think that as they are in the kit and made for the kit, that they will fit the kit. I will let you know in due course, but they're very nicely die cut. So hopefully they'll fit the clear parts just fine. 2 decal sheets in this one, both full colour, both beautifully printed in perfect register. Schemes are 2 JG. Sorry, let's have a look. We've got 9 JG26 from Caffier in France in 1940. 2 JG77 from Germany in 1939 in one of the immediate pre-war schemes with a low division line, dark green and black green upper surfaces. Some of the later ones are in the RLM grey and dark green top surfaces. Another one here from I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, but there's another option there with a witch riding a broomstick on the side, and one from 6 JG52 in Germany in 1940. More typically 109E, this one, yellow nose, yellow tail, and what appears to be a dark green and black green camouflage on top. Separate diagram for the for all stencil data. Not that there's that much, being the kind of aircraft that it is. Instructions in the typically clear Eduard style. And oh look, as I said, there you go. Most of the chain detail appears to secure to the port fuselage wall. So hey, I was right. That's a rarity, but there you go, I was right on this occasion. So very clear instructions, as you can see. Simple engine. I don't see it taking that much work to fit this engine. I might even do it with the cowling off, which is something I wouldn't often do. Etched seat buckles and harnesses, and overall a very nice, very clear instruction sheet. Anybody, I think, could take this model and do a very reasonable job with it, being the fairly simple aeroplane that it is. So there it is. There's the brand new and eagerly anticipated Eduard Messerschmitt BF-109 E1. Obviously there are E4s and E7s and things like that coming our way in due course, which we look forward to. This is the Profi pack. I paid £40 for this model. So given the exchange rate, that's there was certainly no kind of reduction on the price for me for this model. It was £40. That's what I paid. Is it worth it? Yeah, I think it is. It's a fair bit of model. It's not huge. I suspect it'll get a good few hours of enjoyment out of building this model. So no, I don't have any quibbles with it being £40. I fully suspect in due course there will be a weekender, a standard model without any of the etch or anything like that. Given that everything that is on the etch sheet is also on in the model itself, although not quite as crisply produced as it were. So I suspect that at some point there might well be a weekender pack with one decal option and limited contents, no mask or anything like that, and probably for half the price, in which case you'll be able to stock up on these models for your colour schemes very easily and reasonably cheaply. So there it is, the new Eduard Messerschmitt 109E1. Very nice, very much worth waiting for, and nice to see it, and I'm glad I picked one up, and I'll be building that very shortly, I would hope. I know I say that with everything I review, or everything I talk about on these videos. I hope to be building it very shortly. Every model I build is, every model I buy is built in my mind. Whether I get round to it in the near future is another thing altogether. Catch up with me in 2013 when I possibly say, remember that BF-109E1 I reviewed back along? Well, I've started it. But we live in hope. Not enough hours in the day. So I hope that's of some help to those of you who have been waiting for this kit, or possibly waiting to see what's in the kit, and I hope it stimulates you to want to buy one and build it. Happy modelling.